Be doing some putting practice today ahead of our tournament tomorrow. But first things first, always important, protect ourselves from the sun. This is non-negotiable for me. Make your own decisions, but if I'm playing golf, I'm wearing some sort of hat, some sun protection, sunscreen even. Grab some of that in a second here. There we go. Oh, that's our microphone. Hey, Julian's the first one in here. Squirrel Sniper's in here. Got the first like. All right, guys. This stuff, also super important. Hats protect everywhere that's exposed to the sun. All right, now we're ready. I can also just leave this here. Julian's has got to put his kid to bed. Hey, Squirrel Sniper. Just spent 2 hours on the putting green. Got my 28-foot putts figured out for 2 putts. That's awesome. Yeah, I do a similar drill from like walk off 30 feet. Here, let me grab some tees actually so we can do that. Then I'll actually be ready to start rolling some balls. All right, so first drill, we're gonna walk off 30 feet. From this cup. We'll give ourselves about 3 feet behind the hole as a marker, and then 10 steps. 1, 2, 3. 10 steps is about right here. And then when we come back down the hill, this will be our target zone. So again, the objective here, guys, is to, here, let me make sure it's all in the frame. It may not be. Here we go. Last hour was all off the cuff. Kraken's here. Hey, Kraken. Good luck playing tomorrow. All right, guys, so the objective here is speed control. Trying to really, this is 30 feet up the hill, and then we're going to try to dial in the speed down the hill as well. With our new lab putter. All right, so that was a bit short. That was really good for pace. And that was just past the hole, but inside of our 3-foot circle. So 2 for 3 success on our first one. There we go. So that's basically how it works, guys. And we'll go up the hill and down the hill. One thing I've been working on that I think is very important is holding the finish, right? So making a deliberate stroke. All right, we didn't read it right, but the pace was really good. And holding that finish is a great way to Make sure everything's locked in place. Okay, so that one came up well short. Probably still within that 3-foot zone. Oh, don't be even shorter than the last one. Okay, well that one certainly isn't. So some work to do maybe on the downhill ones. Oh, also, before I forget, guys, we do also have our Pelz tutor and our Wellstroke mat. All the best with that, Kraken. Let us know how you get on. I'm golfing with one of my friends. Very cool. I will also be golfing tomorrow. So I don't want to forget to get these out, guys. We'll use these soon. There's something like that. So far, my experience with this lab putter has been good. Played 18 holes with it yesterday. Really, really solid for the most part. The lag putts, that's why we're out here doing this before a tournament. So the thing that always takes me the longest with a new putter is just trusting the feel and the speed off the face. Oh boy. So that was wide to the right, even though the pace was good. Nope, that was terrible. It's about 6 feet short. And one that's basically perfect for weight. So as you can see, guys, that is a massive dispersion from a pretty simple uphill 30-footer. And that is why I am out here. Because I can drive it and hit it like a +2 handicap, and then if you putt like a 10, it's really going to hamper your scoring ability. All right, 30 feet back down the hill here. Look at that. Hit it right into the tee. Perfect. All right, that's another good lag. That one's still rolling out a tiny bit, but it will thankfully stop within our 3 foot. This is much more what we're looking for, guys. Just a nice tight dispersion. Speed control is really good. Trying to be more reactive and less, I'm trying not to think about the mechanics at all, or the stroke or anything. Just like, hey, the goal is to roll it up close to that target and just react to what my eyes and my body are telling me, just like that. That was pretty good. Missed it low, but ball position's too far forward. So I consistently misread it and hit it short to the right, but these are all in a pretty good grouping here. Like these are, pretty easy to clean up, right? Even if I didn't have this massive blister on my finger from all the swings we've been doing, probably wouldn't hit balls today just because it's 95 degrees. All right, good pace here, 30 feet down the hill. All right, very good result. Just trying to roll it down towards that target. Simmer ball. Nope, that one's got away from us. That's probably 5-6 feet past the hole. potentially overcorrected. Yep, we definitely did. So again, guys, if you think about it, there's like a maybe 2 foot wide dispersion in these putts, but a 10 foot depth dispersion, right? That's what we're trying to work on. We're trying to narrow the depth dispersion. Let me catch up here, guys. I only got the one screen today when we're outside, so I'm gonna have to just kind of come back here. Nick said change of scenery, and Wes said, hey John. Hey guys. All right, good pace, but I'm still continuing to, I just can't seem to get myself to play enough break on this putt. There we go. All right. Very pleased with all 3 of those efforts. That's much more what we're looking for. I'm totally fine with like not hitting it on the perfect line, but I really want that speed to be dialed in. That's a little bit shorter than I would like. Still short, but inside that 3 foot zone for sure. Yeah, really good. That one's really, really nice. First 2 really solid. I mean, this one's only, 3.5 feet, so not terrible. I like to think we can make most of those, but certainly the more we can get the speed dialed in. It's very slow. Very, very slow. And that one's outside of the 3 foot zone. Not my favorite effort, but it's, certainly good enough to 2-putt both of those. And this one missed it by about an inch, so, for purposes of the drill, it's a fail, but could be worse. I think the other thing, after we do some drills today, guys, that we'll do is a putting combine. Right, so we'll simulate, 18 holes of golf, but imagine we were just playing on the greens. Nice, happy with that speed. Definitely missed it on the high side, but the speed was acceptable. Yeah, another nice one. Another nice one. These are all successes. Oh, I'm excited to do some Pelz drills with this putter. Haven't spent a bunch of time doing that. Wes says, this channel has me more interested in golf. Justin said, good day, mate. Good day, Justin. Hey, C. Rich, what's up? What are your odds for the tournament? -300? I wish, dude. I wish. I think it's more like plus 2,000 is where I put myself to qualify. Just a qualifier tomorrow, so don't have to go out and shoot anything super crazy. Gosh, still short. Thought I hit that one really hard. Oh boy. That was smashed. Wanted to try as a drill, just looking at my target down there and making the stroke. Mixed results, I would say. It's probably not something I would really recommend. Oh, look at that. Just keep your head down. You might make one. Oh, almost made another one. I like that drill better. That one went, that was much nicer. Just keep your head down the whole way. Hold the finish until the putt stops rolling. That's a really good drill. Look at that, really nice. Yep, too firm. I knew it was too firm as soon as I hit it. Also too firm. And low. That one was firm and low. That's a tough combo. One out of 3 success from up there. That was also low. Go. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, made another one. Love to see it. Love to see it. So 3 out of 3 success up a hill. Well, assuming that you're going to make most of your 2-footers. Perfect. Just need to match the speed like that. Every time. See, that's really good. Sit. Sit, 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 sit. All right, guys. 3 for 3 on the downhill ones. That effort there. Love that. See, Rich, when did you get a lab putter? Just in the last few days. Squirrel Sniper, John, you mentioned a life-changing experience. Maybe one evening you could share your experience over some putting. You go through periods of many lip outs. What's an ideal score for you tomorrow? Thanks, Nick. I appreciate the good luck. I'm not sure I know specifically what you're talking about, Squirrel Sniper, but tell me more. What's an ideal score tomorrow? An ideal score would be even par. The golf course is a par 70, so 70. An ideal score would be 18 greens in regulation and 18 two putts. It's just a qualifier, so strategically our goal is going to be to hit every fairway, have a birdie putt on every hole, and try to make 18 pars. Obviously the round won't go that way, but that's the objective for qualifier, right? Better downhill that time. Yes, definitely. All right, let's, how far is this from here? 10 feet maybe? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 10 feet. It's a pretty good angle for you guys to look at, to watch. Let's aim it somewhere we think it might go in. And then we'll set up our Pelz tutor here. Use our tees to keep everything in place. This goes like this. Grab our ball bearings to make our gate. Let's make sure our putter can actually fit through there. Is this in frame? Yeah, it's pretty good. I wonder... Yeah, that's okay. You know, I think I probably should have made sure... That's not going to fit through there. Let's make sure that this is actually aimed correctly before we... Well, who knows how it was aimed because you hit it halfway to the hole. Try a little bit further left. All right, that works. So let's say we hit 50 putts on the Pelz tutor. A couple more golf balls. Assuming we can find some more golf balls. Oh, they're just not going to match, that's okay. Don't want that one, but we'll take this one. And this one. There we go. All right, now we're in business. Justin says, do you have a cheap launch monitor recommendation? I don't, Justin, because I'm also in the market for a cheap launch monitor recommendation. I've been using the PRGR portable launch monitor, and it's good for clubhead speed. It's really good for speed training as a very basic portable launch monitor, but not great for, you know, really any kind of ball speed information, or just barely hit that left ball bearing there. I've heard that the Rapsodo MLM 2 Pro is really, really good, and that's like a $700 price point. But there's some good videos out there you can check out. With people comparing them like to TrackMan or to GC Quad to get some good data comparing the Rapsodo. All right, I need to go fractionally back to the right with our aim there. I was listening to an interview, it might have been on Pardon My Take recently, where they were talking about how, you know, the process and the routine, things you have to do to get better, are actually quite boring. Like just standing here, you know, hitting 10 footers, trying to roll it through this gate, kind of mind numbing, but that is kind of what it looks like. You know, you just gotta put the reps in, put a good process in place, and let the time take care of the work. Oh, that one looked really good. Boom. Just gotta make a good stroke. Nope, missed it on the left. Oh, just didn't give it enough speed. Things you hate to see. If anybody else in the chat has ideas about portable launch monitors, or if you have any experience using one that you like, drop a comment in the chat. As you guys have seen, we have the net return set up at home, so I'd love to find one for me that works both with a net and, you know, outside of the range. Is this a slider, the putt? Yeah, it breaks pretty good left to right. Garmin's supposed to be good. Practice makes perfect. This is where the pros separate themselves from the rest. Having the visualization when it counts without all the aids in place. All the pros can drive straight and hit it far. Yeah, I agree with all you guys. Maguire, hello, how are you? I'm well. How are you, Maguire? Thanks for checking out the stream. Appreciate you guys being here. Pros say fade, say hook, it hooks, and the flop lands every time. Yeah, guys, pros are different, right? Yeah, this is like a 10, maybe 12-foot putt that I've got aimed probably about a cup out to the left, maybe a little more. Yeah, maybe, no, it's more like 3 cups. So that one went in, but we just barely missed our target line. That's why I like having this immediate feedback. Let me see if this putter will even fit. Yeah, it should fit on this wider setting here. Just like that. That's what we're looking for. It's right through the gate. Boom. This is also good practice for when it's raining because there's just sweat falling off of me. Nice, another make. Another make, pretty cool. Look at that. I think we made all 5 of them. We sure did. That was pretty fun. Not as fun as holing out from the fairway yesterday, guys. Let me tell you that. Anytime you can just hit your shot from the fairway and then say, okay, we're done with this hole. Headed to the next. That's pretty fun. Gonna be tough to beat a 2 on a par 4 in a match most of the time. Maybe it's, if it's a short drivable hole, you could have 2s in play, but Wes says, looks like a beautiful day out. I'm new to the channel. Do you have any videos of you showing your tattoos? Oh, I sure do. Do you mean like a tattoo tour, Wes? No, we haven't done that yet. But, so, yeah, certainly there's plenty of videos where I'm, just wearing short sleeves and oops, missed on the right. A tattoo tour could be an interesting idea, though. Somebody else commented that on a video recently. Just hit it too hard through the break. Nice. Oops, runaway golf ball. Nice. Things you love to see. It's nice to be able to use the Wellstroke mat on a real green, to be able to use these tees and create another kind of checkpoint, right? If we get way offline with the putter, it's going to hit one of these tees. Nope, missed it on the right. Pretty badly, actually. Get out of the way. Oh, see, we caught the inside one there. Good feedback. Missed again on the right. Even though the ball did go in the hole, that's a fail. There we go. Good catch by the hole. I haven't had a little bit too much pace. Boom. See? Easy money. Another make. Love that. All right, 4 for 4. Love that. 5 for 5 on that one. If you guys want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. You getting a better look of the tats when putting at home. Yeah, true. You play better in long sleeves or just prefer it? No, guys, the sleeves are because of the sun. Sun is my mortal enemy, and it will defeat me. The training mat is called a Wellstroke. Wellstroke. Wes, that would be awesome. I only have a sleeve at the moment, mostly all American traditional. Oh, very cool. You got the DF3 too. I do have the DF3. This is their new branding iron, soup ladle, spaceship, strange looking thing, but rolls the ball really nicely. Nope, 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 nope. The tendency has been to miss on the right, which I think makes sense, right, given my... That one barely missed on the left. If we assume that the face is square because of the putter, then the path going out to the right would cause it to miss on the right. There we go. That was better. Nice. Couple good ones in a row. Nope, missed on the right again. Just fractionally. Nope, 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 nope. I don't know where that came from. That was well to the right. Nice. Love to see that. Not actually sure if I answered Nick's question about the sleeves. I would prefer to play in no sleeves, but that's basically impossible as someone who's, you know, trying to protect myself from the sun. You know, if it's like really early in the morning or late in the evening, like after 6, maybe I'll go out and play with no sleeves. Certainly if you said, hey, you don't have to wear the sleeves and you're not going to have any sun damage, I like wouldn't wear them. It's not like I enjoy wearing them, but oh, there we go, 5 for 5 that time. That was an all-around really bad stroke. Just barely missed on the left, or on the right, I should say. Terrible, 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 terrible. All right, do a couple more sets of these. And then we're gonna do a combine. So you'll see me kind of all over the place, you know, hitting anything from like 10 to Hey, Isaac's here. Catching you live again. Okay, hey guys, just catching up quickly. It's 104 at my place. Good consistency and tempo. Thanks guys, thanks Chris. Garrett here. This is so very relaxing and therapeutic, I'm glad. Josh, no, Rhode Island. Have you ever played at Pinehurst? I have a couple times. 93 in Illinois, 92 in Philly. Crazy guys. Ruben said hi. Hey Rubens. Shout out to you guys, appreciate you being here. Yeah, we're working on our putting. We've got a big, not a big, but a qualifier tomorrow. I'm not gonna be hitting balls because look, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but I've got this gnarly blister. It is, so we've been hitting a lot of balls, and sometimes you end up with things like this. There you go. You can kind of see it now. It's pretty gnarly. So, not gonna be hitting a ton of balls. Josh said, nice, Pinehurst is such a crazy nice course. I agree. I've played quite a few Pinehurst courses, number 2 though, my brother has. Yeah, number 2 is really cool. I played it from the US Open tees, which are like 7,800 yards. That was not very fun. It was cool. It's definitely cool. It's not fun. I think I, you know, barely broke 90. And then I went back and played it from, you know, like 6,500. And it was great. It's a lovely golf course when you're not punishing yourself. But yeah, I've played number 4. I've played number 1. Number 8. Oh, just too firm on that line. Things you hate to see. Love that. Need the next one. Nope, this is on the right. That has been the tendency off of this lie. As you can imagine, you know, with the ball breaking significantly left to right, the ball is also going to be slightly below our feet. There we go, that one went right in. All right, 3 out of 5. More than acceptable from 10 to 12 feet. All right. The interesting thing, guys, about this lab putter is the grip and the way that the shaft goes into the grip. Kind of, it has like a built-in forward press mechanism, right? The shaft is at an angle. So I think that, to me, it might even be cooler. Like, I would want all my putters to have this grip. You know, even if it wasn't a lab, right? I just really enjoy the way it feels, kind of that like forced, you know, angle because of how the shaft sits in here. So pretty cool feature about the lab putters. Julian, I know that problem. Slice open my middle finger, hitting too many balls. Yeah, 7,800 is crazy. It is. It was not very fun. Joshua said, hey Joshua, is playing with hand cloves a solution? Is that bent greens or Bermuda? This is definitely bent. We don't get any Bermuda this far north. I like playing on Bermuda though, because of you can really hit some cool spinny shots around the green, especially into the grain, you know, get a bunch of sizzle on it. But no, this is all bent and a bunch of POA, right? You can see all the POA in here that hasn't been taken care of super. So yeah, this stinks. This is like all I want to do is hit balls the day before a tournament, and I'm not gonna, because it's gonna get worse. I'm just gonna have to tape it up and play through it tomorrow, but that's okay, you know. Minor first world problems. Imagine being like, hey, I don't have to work tomorrow. I don't have to work tomorrow, but I've got this boo-boo on my finger. Do you play for money? I play for money like with my friends, but I don't play for, not like professionally. Do you live near Boston? Used to. Now I'm south of there. The enormous, giant state of Rhode Island. Look at that. Made another one. No, I think that was, you know, obviously you guys hear me talk about like the mental health stuff and the, you know, sobriety, all these life experiences that I think are important to talk about, right? But there is another part of this that was like, hey, I'm a good golfer. I know I'm not good enough to play professionally, like for money, even on a smaller tour. But, you know, fortunately, we live in a time where you can make a little bit of money playing golf, you know, doing things like this, making content, live streaming. And because of you guys, because of all the incredible support on the channel, we did get monetized. It only took probably 4 or 5 months. So the channel's been monetized for a few weeks now. And that isn't the point, obviously, but it's a nice benefit of, you know, being able to play golf and make a little bit of money out of it. I don't know what that says about our economy. Maybe being a millennial, you just feel like you have to monetize your hobbies. But no, I mean, it's an awesome opportunity, right? That this platform exists where you can say, hey, I make interesting stuff and I play golf at a high level, you know, but I'm not good enough to play professionally. I can add something else that makes it compelling for people to watch. And you can make a living playing golf, you know, not on a tour, right? Like I'm sure, you know, ask Garrett Clark how he's doing. I'm sure he's doing great. Wes says, I've been sober for 4+ years now. That's awesome, Wes. Proud of you, my dude. I'm also I'm about 4.5 years on the wagon. I'm gonna quit yapping and hit some putts, but you know, because of you guys and all the support, we are able to make a little bit of money out of this and hopefully do more of it. You know, so the more people that subscribe, the more traction we get. Look at this, guys, really rolling them nicely. Drippy. Just like me, because I'm sweating because it's 95 degrees, it feels like. Boom, look at that, 5 for 5. As we finish up Pelz tutor work. Trying to think of the best way. Another cool feature that I haven't had in a long time. Just scoop up your ball with the back of this guy. Pretty cool. I really want to try a Spider ZT. John Young versus Grant Horvat. I think it would be a pretty good match. I know Grant's better than me right now. Plays a lot of golf. But yeah, that would be really cool, wouldn't it be, Nick? That would, if somebody in the stream knows how to make that happen, let's do it. All right, I'm trying to think of the best way to film the combine. You know what I'm thinking I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back and forth between these two holes here. We're gonna go like this. Yeah, this will be good. Okay. So the way it works, guys, right? So we'll start with the 7-footer. This is, you know, how we'll run through kind of the whole routine. So we'll go like 1, 2, and a bit. So that's about 7 feet. All right, and this putt breaks pretty substantially right to left. The idea is that they're all kind of random. You know, you want to have some uphill, some downhill. And, you know, I'm really going through my whole process here. Make sure I have a decent target. And then from there, I'm really trying to just step into it, trust my target, and let myself react to it in order to try and make the putt, which we did not. So hole 1, we would write 2 putts. Next one I think was 33 feet, so 11 steps. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So same idea, breaking right to left a bit, kind of uphill early and then flattening. So again, goal is just roll it up there, give ourselves a nice look at par, which we did not do. a good effort to save it, but we did not. All right. Now we gotta hit a 3-footer. Don't like the line like that, so just set it up. All right, made the 3-footer. I think the next one was 45, but we'll see. So pretty tough spot. Missed 7-footer, 3-putted from 33 feet. Jade said yes. Shout out to Jade. So 45, 15 steps. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Same idea here, just trying to react to it. I don't know what happened, guys. Remember we were doing all that speed work? I start thinking about the stroke and I literally rolled out like 18 feet past the hole. This is why we're practicing. All right, I think next up was 12 feet. That was a good run. All right, 26 feet. Eight, in between 8 and 9 paces. All right, just trying to roll it there in that 3-foot circle. Oh, look at that, a much better effort. Okay. Tough start. Really tough start. Kraken said hi again. Hey, Kraken. Raven said, that's your home. I know, right? We're gonna have to go this way, I think. "20 paces? All right, that's 20 steps. This one obviously will break left to right. Aim it up at that little spot up there. Are we back? I think we're back. The phone fully just overheated. Hey, CyberYT2, what's up? Gonna make a 4-footer. 38 feet. Okay. Really having a tough time. The speed. That's okay. Just track our results, track our progress. All right, well. Wow, look at us. We finally made one. Incredible. I honestly forgot what the next distance is. 22:56. Okay. All right, 50 feet. Almost made it to the edge of the green here. All right, our first two putt for that range. It's just good to give ourselves a chance to make one. I'm so bent over the ball when I'm putting. I look like a hunchback of Notre Dame. That's funny. Let's give ourselves a downhill 6-footer. Oh. 30 footers, 10 steps. Oops. Trundle ball. Trundle, 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 trundle. All right, thrilled with that effort. That's a good effort. 30 feet. Now we got to do an 18-footer. 6. Uphill, braking to the right. Oh, guys, we made one. We made one. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Putted terribly on this combine. Whew, Scott just got done shooting 120. Let's go. 4-putting all day. All right, 5 feet is about right here. Oops. Pretty straight. Just gonna go right at it. Nice. So we 1-putted that one. Now we got to 1-putt this 40-footer, and we'll still be in a tough spot. 40-footer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 13 and a bit. All right, this one not going to break quite as much as up there. That's why it is a good idea to, you know, vary the distances that you're trying. Oh, this looks good, guys. This looks really good. No way. Oh, that would have been sick. I'll take that from 40 feet every single time, guys. That was sick. All right, so that's kind of what it looks like. That's 18 holes, the putting combine. LR Darts had been having a really rough time lately with things going on. Thought I'd go out and play golf, feel better. Now I'm still feeling bad, but still also feeling awful at golf. Well, LR Darts, I hear you, man. I think golf is one of those things you gotta be careful to manage your expectations and not get, you know, too tied into, you know, the score being representative of how you feel about yourself. Certainly I say that and am super guilty of it. Like, I have a really hard time mentally on days when I play, you know, towards, like, you know, call it bottom quartile. But again, that's how bell curves work, right? You know, some amount of the time you're going to end up having a really bad day. So sometimes you're gonna have a great day, and most of them are gonna be somewhere in between, right? So just keep your head up and don't be afraid. You know, if you got a lot of stuff going on and you feel like you need some help, don't be afraid to ask for help, right? I think it's one of the most courageous things you can do as a person is to say, hey, I need, you know, I don't have the skills, or I need some assistance getting through this situation. It can be temporary, that can be longer term, right? But, you know, things like therapy or, you know, asking friends for help, like, there's lots of tools that we can use when things are tough. But hopefully this is a spot, LR, where you can hang out and just, you know, not stress about that stuff. Watch some putting. Watch me sweat out here on the green. Let's see if we can't improve a little bit. All right, so 1, 2 and a bit. Yep, nailed it. It's about 7 feet. Okay, guys, we're simulating 18 holes just on the green, right? So we're gonna have a variety of start distances. You can imagine, right, you know, if you hit a 6-iron to 30 feet, that's a great shot, right? Just like sometimes you're gonna miss the green, you're gonna hit a chip and you're gonna have a, you know, 5 to 10 foot putt. So some of those shorter ones and some longer ones that we're trying to work on 2-putting. So that's the idea with the combine. Boom, really good start, made that 7-footer. All right, next up, 33 feet, we've got to go. Let's try going over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll have this kind of downhill one from 33 feet. Pretty straight though from up here. Just kind of got to get to this bowl and then run down. Sit, 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 sit. All right, some work left. It wasn't bad, it wasn't great. This 5-6 footer straight back up the hill here. Nope, missed it. 3 putts from 33 feet there. All right, now I think we got to make a 3-footer. So somewhere like that. Just on the right edge, this one. All right. So disappointing again, the poor lag putt on the second one there. Oops. LR said, cheers mate, very true. I think sometimes I play to the score of the course rather than my ability. Yes, I'm now in some therapy, which is helpful as I let it be, but getting there. Awesome, dude, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for taking that step. It's really hard. I mean, I remember starting therapy and being super scared and anxious about what it was going to be like. You know, it was my now wife, girlfriend then, you know, who convinced me like, hey, it's really not so bad, you know, just go give it a try. ASMR, glad I could stop by today and saying how you always have this positive mindset through the grind. I try to remind myself to be like you when I'm out there. Oh, well, I appreciate that, ASMR, bro. That's a really nice comment. It doesn't always feel that way. I'm just always trying to find, you know, like, what's the one, how can I make this one more notch positive? Right? 45, 12, 26. "15 steps is 45 feet. This is a tough one. This breaks a bunch right here and then up there as well. So we're just going to try to get it somewhere through there, I think. Easy now. Nope, still way too much pace. Gosh. Normally, guys, what we're trying to work towards is like a 10% distance barometer. Yeah, it's fully 10 feet by, right? So 20%, more than 20% of our initial distance. Which is to say, like, you know, on a 45-foot putt, you'd like to be within, call it, 4.5 feet short to 4.5 feet of the cup. Saved it. There we go. All right, 45. Now I think we got to hit a 12-footer. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a 26-footer. All right, so this one's uphill, breaking slightly to the right. Not a whole bunch. Look at that. Made one. Let's go. All right, now we got a 26-footer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just short of 9 steps. All right, that was a really good lag putt there, guys. I like our chances of cleaning this one up. So that was a really good 3-hole stretch there, right? 2-putt, made the 12-footer into another 2-putt. over in America, are there a lot of members-only courses? Are the pay-to-play places as well kept? Are memberships expensive? Sorry for all the questions. Don't worry, bro. These are, I mean, this is cool. This is why I like, you know, talking to people from all over the place, is getting to learn what golf is like for you guys, and based on not a whole bunch of upfront costs to, like, you know, $100,000 of initiation fees, or 200,000, you know, and then thousands and thousands of annual dues. Generally speaking, yes, the public golf, you know, or pay to play as you would call it, is not as high quality. You know, you get what you pay for. There are some, you know, really high quality public golf courses across the US, and you can, you know, pay to play them. It's probably, I don't know what the actual numbers are. I would guess it's probably like 60-40 public to private in terms of volume of courses, but that might just be near me. Because in the Northeast there are a lot of, you know, old clubs that have been around for a long time that are private. So we're gonna go like this, guys. I had to move you because of the sun. We were overheating the phone. All right, so let's get over here. We'll walk off 20 paces. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Had to go right to the edge of the green. I don't think you guys can even see me, but I'm over here. And I'm gonna try to roll this 60-footer just somewhere over there near the hole. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh! Can you guys see that roll by the cup? Wow, that one nearly went in. All right, that's the best effort on a lag putt we've had so far. Great 2-putt from 60 feet. All right, now we've got a 15-footer we got to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a 4-footer, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of uphill at the end, maybe like a cup out. Just trying to let myself react to it. Nope, broke more than that. Oh, we hit it a little hard too. All right, still just a 2-putt. Now 4-footer, let's go. Scary downhill one. Really test ourselves. Kind of just straight and just straight down. That's how I'm gonna hit it. Nice, snuck it in there. There we go. All right, good 2-putt from 60 feet there. The sun is shining, guys. I know I was complaining about the heat, but soon it will be winter and I'll be complaining that it's cold. So I'm just gonna try not to complain at all. Click said hi, congrats on 30 likes on the stream. And saying hi to LR Darts, thanks very much. Can't get enough of this channel. Yeah, it's so good. Thanks, guys. That's awesome. Really appreciate you. What do you guys like so much about the channel? Tell me what I can do more of, how I could get better. You know, what other channels do you like that do cool stuff that I don't do? Trying to always, you know, keep getting better. Share something interesting with the stream or with the channel, right? All right, 38 feet. 2, 3, 4. All right. Aim it up at that green spot. $38 feet. Just trying to roll it up there. Stretch, stretch. All right, it's a good effort. Just about maybe 2.5 feet short, but certainly we would call that a success. Okay. And guys, if you're out there on the golf course and you have like a 40-foot putt like that, and you hit a good lag, you know, up to 2 feet, 3 feet, even 4 feet, you know, pat yourself on the back. Don't just say like, oh, all right, fine. Like, no, that's a really good shot. You gotta, you know, golf is hard enough. You gotta remember to gas yourself up when you hit good shots, right? If you hit a 9-iron on the green from 150 or 8-iron, you know, you hit the green from 150, that's a great shot. You gotta give yourself props. I started YouTube doing darts and stuff, found it hard to keep up with, lost my love for the game, found I was only playing for videos and have taken a little break. Do you ever find that you need to still keep the fun in it by not filming, or does it get to you too? Click says, I like how nice, caring, and positive you and the chat are. Oh, well, that's very nice. I'll take that. To answer your question, LR, I definitely do. I take breaks. I go out and play golf, you know, when I'm not filming. I practice, you know, without the live stream on, without you guys, sometimes too. Yeah, I think it's really important to take breaks and notice, like, there's been times when I'm like, oh, I just really don't feel like filming today. And you know what I do? I just don't film that day. You know, you got to give yourself some grace to say you're allowed to feel different ways, different times. You know, there's days when I'm like, man, I can't wait to get to the course, turn the camera on, start making some stuff, doing, you know, streaming, chatting, whatever. And then there's days where I'm like, oh man, I got a lot going on. I'm not feeling great. You know, those days are 50-50. Some days I'll still come on and try my best. Other days I'm like, you know what? It's not going to happen today. And just give yourself some grace. It, especially with something like golf or darts, right? That's a, you know, high intensity, high skill requirement type of thing. I mean, it's super easy to get burned out. So I think just, you know, keep that in mind and again, do what's best for you. And I definitely, I like to go out and just, you know, play for fun. You know, because if every time I played golf I had to film, I think, you know, neither one would be fun after a while, right? All right, so now we've got to make a 10-footer. Let's try one from this side of the cup. 1, 2, 3, and a foot. All right, gently braking to the left. Oh, just rolled past the edge. That's okay. Good 2-putt. Now we need to make a 22-footer. Let's try 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and a foot. It's about right here. This one's downhill, braking left to right. Very scary putt, guys. If you get this one with too much pace, it's gone. Get that out of our way here. Just gonna make a nice smooth stroke at it. Roll it down there to a comfy distance. We misread it a bit, but the pace was perfect, guys. Really thrilled with that effort. Okay, let's record our results. LR Kraken says, hope you have a good rest of your day because it is hot out. It is hot out, guys. We are going to have to only got about 10 more minutes to try and finish up this last bit of the combine. Click says, it's good to find a hobby that you enjoy and is calming. I agree. Yeah, thanks very much. Even uploaded a little golf short at one point. Well, that's awesome. I'll have to check out your darts videos, LR. A brilliant host and chat and John streams always. Oh, that's very nice, guys. I appreciate that. If one thing that you guys could do if you really enjoy the streams, you know, just share it with a friend. Say, hey, I found this this cool content creator. You might like it. Check it out. You know, the sharing and getting the word out, I think, is a really, really good way to keep growing the platform. It's going to be about right here. Stay high, stay high, sit. Oh boy. Not very good, guys. I could just tell I'm just still giving it a little bit too much acceleration at the bottom. Especially on these long ones, you just really don't need to. All right. Just outside the right. No, it was right on line. I just didn't hit it. All right, I got to try to hit a 6-footer. 2, 3 putt there from 50 feet. It's tough. All right, a little bit uphill, just on the left edge. Love that, made it. All right, now we gotta make a 30-footer. We'll go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Another scary one, straight down the hill. Just trying to roll it dead weight. Go, 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 go. All right, I would take that every single time, guys. Just for practice, while we make our way back over to record our results, we're gonna hit another long one here. Oh, we nearly made it. So I mean, again, this practice is all time well spent, right? These skills are slowly starting to improve. You know, my ability to judge how much energy to put into the ball on these longer putts. It has never been a strength of mine, and clearly, you know, an area of the game that needs a ton of work, so. John, what are some other hobbies you enjoy? Good question, Clicks. Traveling, it's one of my favorite things to do. My wife and I try to go somewhere new every year if we can. You know, I've been to places like Egypt and Antarctica, Nepal, been to all over Europe. So I've seen a lot of cool parts of the world. I'd love to keep seeing more. One great moment for my round yesterday has kept me hooked. Nice 170-yard shot to 10 feet from the pin after 8 holes of awful. Yeah, I mean, that's golf, right? That is 100% how golf works. 40, gotta make. Yes, it's like right here, but we'll make sure. 18, 5, 40. It's a couple feet off. Man, it's just always a little bit quicker past this going that way than I anticipate it being. Okay, no harm, no foul. Let's try a 5-footer. One bit. Let's go. Nice to make one of those. Now we've got to hit a 40-footer. So I'll go 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. 13 and a foot. It's about right here. All right, this would be huge to get out of here with another 2-putt. Just gonna go even a little bit higher this time. Really, really good for pace. Oh, I'm really pleased with that putt. It's a great way to finish, guys. Just left ourselves a little 2-footer back up the hill. All right, much better effort the second time around on the combine, which was great. Really appreciate you guys hanging out, showing some support. If you're new, you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that subscribe button for me. It really does help us out. And, you know, we'll be back with another stream maybe tomorrow. Can do a little round recap after our tournament round tomorrow. Hey, Pods is in here. Good to see you, Pods. £50 for 18 holes. Yeah, it's usually about right. It's like 60 bucks. Here it's like 60 to 70 for greens fees for a decent public course and like 20 to 25 for cart fees. So usually like a public course on a weekend, you're looking at 80, 90 bucks to play somewhere decent, which is tough. You know, definitely not my favorite part of, you know, having played golf for a long time and just seeing how the post-COVID growth, a lot of courses have taken advantage of that, in my opinion, to start charging pretty crazy fees. Not this one, though. This one's pretty reasonable. We're just out here, public track called Metlinks. It's got some nice views. This is hole number 1 here. You guys will see this in an upcoming video. I'm almost done editing the 9-hole match with my buddy Joe. This is hole 1 here. Some nice water views. We've got this lake over here. That's the lake that everybody thought I was hitting my 7-iron into in that video. The tee box is up there, and it looks like the lake's right there, but as you can see, there's like a ton of grass in between. So, Clicks says, that sounds good. Good luck tomorrow. I'll try to watch your stream if you do one. Thanks very much, Clicks. I appreciate that. And yeah, we'll let you guys know how it goes. Maybe get some footage from the round, if possible. I don't know what the filming situation will be like during a tournament, but yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time.